Reggie got Indiana. And he was.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
It's crazy how he was making the cuts, making it.
Why is he not better than him?
So everybody take a seat. We think it's sports, but sometimes we don't know. We asking.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Mike D, and this is We Think It's a Sports Show. As you see, it's a little different. We're trying something new. Normally, when some big news happen, we'll wait and we'll come, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever we record, and we'll talk about it. We will talk about it on the main pod, but we wanted to switch it up. It's some big news that happened in the NFL with what happened and with who it is and the legacy that this person has and what they mean to football. And it's just crazy. So we had to go get a guest, somebody that's an insider, to give it to y'all, raw pause, and let you know exactly what's the real deal, Holyfield. So our guy, we had to get you back on.
Yes, sir.
You was on last year and you was one of our best guests. Everybody loves you. Talks about how funny you was. And you and I, we've been in communication ever since then about getting something going. Never thought it'd be this. Never thought it'd be this. So our guy, Big Zerko, how are you doing, my man?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me, man. The vibe and the energy you guys bring when you guys have me on is always a blessing. It's always good, man. And like the rest of the world, I'm just as shocked. I mean, my phone has been ringing like crazy. Birthday or no birthday, man, I got to get stuff done. So let's do this.
Okay, so we can get into your B-Day a little bit at the end. But right, we could have hit up Schefter, we could have hit up, Rappaport, but we had to go to the source, had to go to our guy. So later, let's lay it out from your standpoint of what you know. I'm sure you know more than I do, but lay it out as if you are telling somebody that has no clue about what the hell is going on with the Raiders and Gruden. Start from the beginning to now. Let us know where we at.
Well, for those of y'all who don't know, the Washington football team owner Dan Snyder, he's under investigation. And part of this investigation came emails. Part of these emails include, from what I've read and what I've been told, a lot of other people. It's about, let me read what they said. Let me read what it said. It says right here, let me read it to you because I want to make sure I give it to you guys direct. So it says, per CBS, there will be more people disclosed, not just Jon Grunden. There's over 600,000 emails to be looked at.
Crazy.
Yeah. So Jon Gruden is the first domino to fall, but he won't be the last. And these emails that Jon Gruden were exchanging are with Bruce Allen. But also remember, Jon Gruden's brother also coached the Washington football team as well.
AJ, yeah.
Yeah. So John and Bruce Allen were good friends from John's first tenure in Oakland. So they're good friends. I don't, as an African-American man, I don't condone what John did. I do think it was him inappropriate to call Smith, the Michelin tires thing. Some things you can't do. I'm sorry. You're 48 years old at the time of this, talking like you're 20 years old. What you do in the past is going to come back and haunt you in the future. And in today's world that we live in, you just can't do that. You can't. That can't be done. That can't be said. You calling the football player queer. You guys are saying,
oh wow,
yeah. Remember the Michael Smith, the football player that came out.
Oh,
yeah,
Michael Smith or Michael Sam, right?
I'm sorry, yeah, Michael Sam.
Michael Sam. Wow, really? Yeah, I'm not all up on everything that's going on.
So the Goodell pressured Jeff Fisher, who was a coach at the time, to draft a queer into the league.
Ooh.
So all of that went on. So they're sending pictures of Washington football team women and cheerleaders in bikinis back and forth. He has a problem with people standing. He had a problem with the stance of the national anthem. He had a problem with women officials in the league. So,
Gruden was wilding.
So, and one thing for sure, two things for certain, as bad as the Raiders organization plays on the field, if you guys know the history of the Raiders, it's a historic franchise when it comes to diversity and when it comes to women. They were the first team to hire a minority head coach. They were the first team, I believe, to have a female running the organization. So Al Davis, he was all about us, the people, the minorities. He didn't, these type of things, he wasn't going for none of that bigotry, these sexist comments, these racist comments. Nobody's bigger than this organization. And by Mark Davis allowing Jon Gruden to leave, it showed that we may be paying you $10 million because we thought you were quote unquote that guy, but
Yeah.
what you did was unacceptable. You have to go. The Raiders weren't going to go for any of that, so they did the right thing by pulling the plug. This just shocked me when I read all of this coming out on Jon Gruden. It was crazy. I posted the question on our Raider fan page where we got about 1,700 followers, and I asked Raider Nation, I asked them how y'all feeling. Some people say they tired. Some people are happy because they finally got rid of Jon Gruden. Some people think it's quote unquote a witch hunt, but it's not a witch hunt. Some people happy. Like, it's unfortunate what Jon Gruden said, but we got him out of there now, so let's go. So
yeah,
a lot of people in the Raider Nation who I have talked to that they agree. You can't do this, so you have to go.
That is
good to say.
My thing is, I guess this is old, but my thing is, people should learn from Hillary and her email, and everybody in their email is like, stop sending stuff through email, text, anywhere that's recorded. If you're gonna say something foul, say it verbally. Like, right? I don't condone people saying things that he said.
No, not at all.
I know people that do. And just say it out loud so you can deny it out down the line. Just put that out there for everybody. Okay, so you said that you do think that the way they played against Chicago was affected by this. Do you think that caused him to get fired as well? Do you think if they went out there and they played hard for the coach and they won 50-0, he was gone anyways?
He was gone regardless.
Okay.
So what I thought was when he made the comment about Smith, about the Michelin, having Michelin lips, I'm not gonna lie, I laughed. I thought it was.
Me too. I was like, that's crazy.
I said to myself, but you can't say that. So that was a bad choice of words. Yeah. And I'm like, dang, this is coming out at an awkward time because Smith was about to lose his job. But now they quote unquote extended him and he's keeping his job now. He came out. So I'm like, okay, John is either going to get fired, not fired, but John is going to get fined for that time. So I think he's about to get a nice little hefty fine from Mark Davis. Slap on the wrist. Don't do this again.
Apologize, something.
Yeah, it should go ahead. It's an apology to Smith. Let him know you're sorry about what you did for 10 fucking years ago. But now I'm thinking like the second wave of emails come out. I'm like, oh, he's out of there. There's no getting around this. They may in the NFL, they may let you get away with saying some stuff racist here and there. But once you start talking about the LGBT community, you start talking about the gays, and you start talking about and being sexist towards women, they keep you up out of there. They'll let you get away. Look at Antonio Brown called Mike Mayock a cracker. So they'll let you get away with saying some racist stuff, unfortunately. Yeah. But when it comes to being sexist and talking about the LGBT community and calling players queer,
homophobic and stuff.
You calling a commissioner a faggot. You can't do that. Come on now. Yeah, he had to go. And I support the decision of the team. I do. I just hope that this is going to continue to be a distraction for the rest of the season. To me, it's about how the players come out and handle it. Don't answer no questions about it at the next question. Don't answer no questions about it at the press conference. But this is going to be a distraction, and it showed. Yeah, 100%. When we played the Bears on Sunday.
Well, I thought in his post-game interview, he didn't seem very apologetic at all. He was like, man, that was 10 years ago. I don't remember what I said. Like, I apologize, but, I want to move on. It's like, no, bro, he should have came out. Not that it would have mattered. Yeah. But he should have been like on his hands and knees, like, yo, I am sorry. I see the error in my ways. Yeah. He didn't seem sympathetic at all. So
in all fairness to him saying that, who does remember what they wrote 10 years ago in the email?
Something wild.
Go look at Jerry Jones' emails from the 80s. What we gonna find in there? So
go look at his emails from yesterday.
Yeah. Well, we gonna find in there, but that's just how I feel. I mean, he had to go, and I'm okay.
So who is the coach right now, and who you think will be the coach going forward? You think you go after another big fish like Gruden, or?
Well, right now we have our special team coach, who's our head coach. Okay. I believe he has over 40 years of NFL experience. He's coached damn near every position except for a head coach. So,
okay.
From things that I'm reading on Twitter from previous players, they respond well to him. They actually like and appreciate him. He was our assistant coach, so he was next in line to be the head coach.
Okay.
My question is going to be, how do they proceed with next season when this off season comes? I just told a lot of people this could be Derek Carr last year in Vegas. This could very well be Derek Carr's last year in Vegas because a new coach come in, new head coach,
Yeah, they're
new
gonna
coaching staff.
clean
I want
house.
my own. He may want a young puppy here running the system now. So no, Derek Carr's been in the league for 8 years now. You know, he's not an elite quarterback, but he's an average guy. I
Yeah.
think he's a top 10 quarterback, but there's going to be a new coach who comes in and he's like, I don't want Derek Carr as my quarterback. I want something new.
Yeah, I want my guy.
Yeah, I want let's start fresh. So that's going to happen. This may very well be Derek Carr's last year. It may very well not be. I just personally think it is. I just think after this season, there's a chance that he's going to get traded and go elsewhere. That's what I think.
Okay. That'd be interesting. I mean, see where he go.
Yeah.
So I know you did mention the fans.
Yeah.
Right. I know a little bit about fans being divided because we had Cole Beasley up here during the offseason.
Oh man.
And he was going all through his pandemic, COVID-19 shot and vaccine versus no vaccine.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like, fans were killing him. Like half the fans were killing him, half the fans were on his side. And it was a kind of a rift going on. I wrote an article, was like, nobody wins when the family feuds.
Yeah.
So I know you said some people call him the witch hunt, but is it just conversation, or can you see a clear line where people are upset that he's gone or glad that he's gone? And is it infighting between the fans at all?
For me, it's a little bit of both. There's people out there who think this is a witch hunt. There's people who out there think the NFL still has it out for the Raiders. So if you got it out for the Raiders, get rid of Jon Gruden. I've seen it. I've read it. I've talked to some people. I told you since it happened, the first message that I actually got said, why does the NFL keep doing this to us? I'm like, what do you mean? They just threw these emails out about our head coach. I'm like, I told them, I said, before you post on Twitter, do your research. I said, this isn't just coming out all of a sudden. This is part of an investigation that's going on. And part of that investigation were emails. So John's not the only one. There's fans out there there's fans out there that's like, hey, this is the organization. We don't tolerate that. We didn't tolerate it when I was here. We're not going to tolerate it when Mark is here. And at the end of the day, Mark Davis is Al Davis' son. He's going to follow his father's footsteps.
Yeah.
No one man is bigger than this organization. My daddy didn't tolerate it. I'm not going to tolerate it. I gave you $100 million, John. I felt you were the best man for the job. I gave you the keys to this franchise. You do what you want to do with it. But I think once all of this came out, all of that went out the window. But fans out there. Some fans out there on John's side. Some fans are out there on the team side. Some fans are neutral. Like, hey, I wanted John as a head coach, but at the same time, they support the team. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. Jon Gruden, he does not make or break this team. We have to, as an organization, as a fan base, as a community, as a Raider community as a whole, we have to just stay strong and continue to put our trust in Mark Davis and Mike Mayock going forward. And this is going to be, I told people also, we get to see Mike Mayock now. We know him. We know NFL Mike Mayock was great.
Yeah.
Mike Mayock was good. We finally get to see Mike Mayock, the GM, to let us know. Now, is Mike Mayock a bad GM because of Jon Gruden, who had the final say-so? Or is Mike Mayock a good GM now because now he got the keys to the ship? This is your crew. This is your ship now, Mike. What you gonna do with it? I said fire everybody. Hell, I said I ain't gonna lie. They said, because the question was, Raider Nation, what's next? Fire Mike Mayock. I said, bring in Louis Riddick. Let Louis Riddick have the ship. Let him have it.
Man, how many TV guys you guys gonna bring in?
But it's not about the TV guy. Louis Riddick is a different type of TV guy.
I love Riddick.
He should have been he should have been a GM for the Giants. I just said bring him in, but I'm sure they're gonna keep Mike Mayock, and now he has one
shot.
Bro. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind. There's a few head coaches out there on my mind that I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Eric B, the OC
okay.
City's chief.
Yeah, I like being
I don't think he's going to leave one AFC West team for another. I don't think he would do that. But at the same time, he does want a head coaching job.
Head coaching.
He's not getting a job because he has, from what I read, now you can quote me on this. I don't know if it's true. They said that he does have a domestic violence issues from his past. That's why he hasn't been getting head coaching jobs. I also like you guys as OC. Tell him call me. Matter of fact,
Matter of fact,
tell your OC to call me. I like it.
What's the area code out there?
I'm out here in the Bay, so we 510 area. I got a 510.
If 510 call Daniel, don't pick up.
Yeah, tell your OC to give me a call. I even so yeah, those are two right there for me. I know Todd Bowles had issues when he was a head coach, but in all fairness to him, name me one head coach outside of Rex Ryan that don't have issues with the Jets.
Jets, yeah. He has some issues.
Yeah, I also like Brian Leftwich, OC for Tampa Bay. So it's a few coaches out there on my radar that I wouldn't mind having. Joe Brady, I think he's the OC for Green Bay, if I'm not mistaken. So it's those are my top five right there. The Bills OC, KC OC, Bowles, Leftwich, and Brady. Those are my top five right there for me. But knowing this organization, they're gonna go grab me or you to go be the head coach.
So I do want to ask you about the team, but I'm curious. You think Gruden going to be the biggest fish in this, or is he just the first one, and we about to see maybe other GMs and coaches and owners caught up in this?
He's just the first domino to fall.
Okay, so who knows is going to be in this?
He's just the first domino to fall because of his communication and his relationship with Bruce Allen. So, and his brother being there. He's just one. He's just one of many. Yeah, they said it was 11. It was 11 people in them emails. He ain't the only one.
No, he ain't the only one.
He ain't the only one. The domino is falling. Okay.
So, do you think you guys can bounce back this season? Because you 3-2 now?
Yeah.
3-2. You think you guys can bounce back and right the ship and still make a playoff push, or you think yes, too much damage, too much water has been taken on by the boat?
In all fairness, I'm glad Jon gone. I think he was holding this team back. I'm not going to even sit here and lie to you. You trade away the best defensive player in the league at the time, and then you bring in Trent Brown, who ain't played the game since Pop died, apparently. And then you go get Marcus Joyner, and you change his position. You pay him all that money, along with Tyrell Williams, who still ain't played since
my God,
injured in Detroit. So you just got to think, all that money that you wasted, you could have paid Khalil Mack what he wanted, and he still could be here with this organization. So, but at the same time, had we got Khalil Mack, we wouldn't have a Josh Jacobs. So I'm okay with that. That's fine with me. I'm okay with Jon not being here. With the Khalil Mack trade, I wasn't okay with. To me, that Rodney Hudson trade was what really, Jon got to go because our O-line is terrible. I mean, you guys wanted Rodney Hudson to take a pay cut. I would rather have Rodney Hudson, us paying him what we was paying him, than to have what we have right now. Because it ain't getting done.
All right. Well, let's open it up some, because you did mention AFC West, the AFC West. My boys did just handle the Chiefs for y'all. So you're welcome.
You're lucky.
Yeah, good. You're welcome.
Man. I don't count the Chiefs out.
No, you can't.
They one of them teams who one win can change it all. They 2-3 right now. They can go win the next 6 and be 8-3.
Yeah.
So I'm not counting that team out. Andy Reid is a hell of a coach. Eric B is a hell of an offensive coordinator. For me, their offense is fine. It's that defense.
Defense is the worst. Oh my God.
Defense, that's the problem. Daniel Sorensen is burnt toast out there.
Yo, it's like pictures of Honey Badger's arms. Like, what's going on back there?
Daniel Sorensen is burnt. I think he's playing wrong. I don't think he should be playing that far back. I think he should be used more like a box safety, how the Seahawks use Jamal Adams and how we use Jonathan Abram now. I think Sorensen is more of a box safety and should be playing closer to the line because he's burnt toast playing back there.
Oh yeah, he's terrible.
Back to switch, but the AFC West is crazy, man. The Chargers are legit. I hate to say that. I like what I see from the Chargers, man. They doing their thing right now. They causing problems. They are. That's going to be that's a high power offense with a young quarterback who's doing his thing. I have nothing bad to say about the Chargers and Herbert. The boy's bad, and the boy can play. So the AFC West is gonna push. I don't believe Denver. I never have.
No love for Teddy.
I don't believe in Denver, man. That quarterback situation there is flip a coin here. But Kansas City, I'm not counting out.
Okay.
Yeah, they going the road to the AFC West still goes through Kansas City, no matter how you slice it. The
Really?
road to the AFC West goes through Kansas City. They just got figured out quicker than people thought. Like we beat them last year.
Yeah.
Chargers beat them this year. Chargers even came close to beating them last year. I think that game went to overtime. So we're starting to see Patrick Mahomes. He's starting to become human now. He's starting to become human now, throwing the interceptions. Teams are starting to figure Kansas City out, but I still don't count them out. The road to the AFC West still goes through Kansas City. It's only going to get tougher for my Raiders. We still got to play KC twice. We still got Denver twice. We got the Chargers one more time. We got Dallas. We got to play. We got we still got to. We got Cleveland. We got to play with their defense.
Y'all got a schedule.
Yeah,
I got a schedule.
I'm not sleeping on the. I mean, you know, look, we just lost to the Bears, so we can't count out the Giants. We got to play. We got to play Philly. We got to play the Redskins. So we got to. It's tough.
Got some teams.
Yeah, so we got some teams we got to play. Dallas is, and hell, we got Dallas on Thanksgiving in front of I'm about to be.
Oh, really?
My team possibly gets sacked. If we lose, everybody getting kicked out.
The Bills play New Orleans on Thanksgiving.
We're gonna have to rally, rally the troops and have a conversation and let's get this job done. And we're gonna just have to show people that despite what happened to our former head coach, we still the team that we still do this. So hopefully that conversation has been had. You know, if it was me and I'm one of the players on the team and I got that C on my jersey, first I'm getting all the team captains together. Let's talk about how y'all feel about what happened with Jon Grunden. Let's talk about it. After that, let's get a team meeting, no staff. Let's go out there and have a team meeting. That's what I would do if I had a C on my chest and I was a player on this team. Have a players only meeting. No coaching staff, no Mark Davis, player only meeting. And let's go out there and do it. Stay focused because it's going to be a distraction. Come to media when it's time for y'all to stand at that point. What do you think about what happened with Jon Gruden?
Yeah.
What do you think about what happened to your coach? Did you read the emails? It's going to come up. It's going to be like that for the next 12 weeks. It's going to be like that for the rest of the year. They just have to find a way to put it behind them and keep the ship going. Because we lost 2 straight. I told you, I firmly believe we lost that Bears game because they weren't focused at all.
I believe it.
Yeah, so we got a tough run ahead.
So, what's your thoughts about the AFC in general?
It's tough. AFC is tough. There's a few teams in the AFC that I believe in. There's a few teams in the AFC that I don't. The Chargers right now, they doing their thing. The Chargers up there, the Bills, Baltimore. People thought because Baltimore lost Monday night week 1 against us that they was just gonna fumble.
Lamar balling.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect Pittsburgh to be this bad. I didn't expect Cincinnati Bengals to be this good. I'm getting everything that I expected from New England to play the way with their rookie quarterback. AFC West is going to be tough. Indiana, I don't know how they lost that game. The coach lost that game last night.
Yeah, no, that division is terrible. Besides, even Tennessee, they aren't that good.
Yeah, so that I don't know who's going to come out that. Somebody has to come out that division.
Right.
It's going to be the Colts. I'm sure. It was the Colts in that division. The Texans in that division.
Texans not. Jaguars not. It's between the Colts and Tennessee.
Well, it may be Tennessee. They're gonna put all they trust in Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the Colts or Tennessee coming up that division. I actually expected Tennessee to be better than what they are right now.
Same.
I thought they were going to be one of them top, 3 or 4 teams, but AFC is going to be tough, man. I know it's still early.
AFC is tough.
We still got 12 weeks left. So the AFC, man, it's so far it's looking real tough, man. But it's teams out there that I'm like, okay, maybe the Raiders might be able to sneak in here or there. That's why we have to get these AFC victories.
Yeah.
Win over Baltimore was nice. Getting that win over Miami was nice. They had another team I thought was going to be better. Yeah. I thought
they're terrible.
Yeah. Pittsburgh, they threw me for a shocker, but like I said, it's still early. They still got time to turn it around. I don't know how long the Chargers can keep this going, but so far I like what I see from them. So we'll have to see within the next few weeks what's going on with us.
All right. And I don't think your boys will be playing in the Super Bowl, but it's a chance that my boys will, and it is in LA. And we got to talk about the halftime show. You out there from the West, what is your thoughts about the halftime show?
When that was announced, man, I'm like, the NFL, okay. You know something now. Y'all may be on. You got Mary J. Blige, Dr. Dre, and Snoop.
I don't know how they even affording everybody. That's crazy.
Get the money. They're gonna make up. They're gonna get the money regardless.
Yeah,
they're gonna get that money for sure. That's not where Jay-Z pulled this one off for sure. They say he was the brains behind this halftime show.
Out the hole.
Yeah, so you
got
it's crazy.
It's crazy. It's just gonna be crazy. I can't wait.
It's be ridiculous, man. You got one of the icons of female R&B in Mary J. Blige. Like my daughter knows who she is. My daughter was singing her song. Like it don't get no better than that. You got Dre and Snoop on stage together again with Eminem. I think isn't it one other person also?
Kendrick.
Oh, I don't. His music is cool. I personally can't get into his music. So
it's different.
I don't listen to Kendrick Lamar. I don't listen to Eminem anymore, but the other three I still listen to for sure. Yeah, but I'm excited about the halftime show. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna tune in. I'm ready about to hit them high notes, so I'm ready. I'm waiting to see.
I'm gonna throw me on like a little lumberjack with the button at the top, and he's just walking at the halftime.
I'm about to go holler at my boys out there in Southern California. Send me some Chuck Taylors and some Cardinals.
some house shoes. Some house shoes.
I'm about to go get my Craigs on. But yeah, I'm excited about the Super Bowl, man.
All right. So I do appreciate you coming on. It is your birthday today. What's the plans? Happy birthday to you.
I tell people as I get older, man, coming from where I come from growing up, I lost a lot of people to these streets of Oakland that I live in. So as I get older, I'm just blessed to make it to another year. I'm blessed to be able to open my eyes on my birthday and see my son, talk to my daughter, see my mom, see my lady. I'm just blessed to be around my family, man. That's all. When my birthday come around, I just thank God that I made it to another year, because it's a lot of people we know who didn't make it to the ages we made it to. So that's how I look at my birthday now, man. I just thank everybody for all the birthday wishes and all the love and support. Me and people like what you gonna do, what you want. Just stay healthy and stay blessed. That's all. That's all I ask for. Make it to another year. That's all.
Ooh, well, I think that's the perfect way to end it. Zerko, as always, man, we appreciate you coming on. And hopefully Raiders do make it to the playoffs and the Bills and the Raiders meet up. We can have you back on. We can talk
hey, you know what? If we meet up, man, we gotta try to get to that game. We gotta know who fan base better, because y'all jumping through tables.
Yeah, flaming tables. We wilding. But
y'all jumping through tables, so we're gonna have to
give it up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see who got the better fan base.
The thing is,
having me, man, it's always a blessing coming on with y'all.
Oh yeah, 100%. All right, we're gonna kick it with you, man.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks.
Much love.